This is Local Edition. Brad Pomerantz here. We are celebrating with Paul Jacobs. He is the president of the Culver City Centennial Celebration Committee. Culver City is celebrating 100 years. Mr. Jacobs served on the Culver City Council as well as serving mayor during those years from 1976 to 1992. You really have seen Culver City grow up.
We have, and yet it still has kept a certain image, a character that we wanted to preserve. A community, a town hall full of form of government.
If you can briefly give us a sense of the early years.
Well, it was a time where there was less traffic.
Right.
A time where we could buy an affordable house.
Yes.
A time when we had and we still do have numerous parks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a time and still is where you can make lifetime friends. And those are all the reasons we moved to Culver City. And those of us who live here fully understand how blessed we were to be here.
At the same time, though, I feel as if Culver City still has that kind of Mayberry feel. Yeah. You know, the neighborhoods are very walkable and accessible, and your downtown is just phenomenal. I mean, it truly is. I live right outside of Culver City. We go there all the time. Great restaurants, parking is not bad. You got the subway right there. I mean, it really has come into its own.
Yes, yes. And on the other hand, we still can communicate directly with our elected officials.
Right.
You could go to a city council meeting and be heard. You might see city officials, in your market.
Of course.
So there's an accountability that we have here.
And what's so interesting about Culver City is you have this Mayberry feel, yet you have one of the largest feature film television production companies in the world.
Yes.
Sony Pictures, Columbia. Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah. We're a city of 40,000. We have a daytime population that might be over 300,000.
I was wondering, it's that many people that come in. And yet, it doesn't feel as if you're being crushed during that daytime. You can still navigate Culver City pretty well.
Yes.
So let's talk about the celebration. Tell us about the people involved in the celebration, the year-long event that's going on. Give us a sense.
I appreciate having the opportunity to do so. The City Council, in its wisdom, decided to create a nonprofit corporation to plan and facilitate and put on the Centennial. And so we are a group of 11 persons with an advisory board of 3 or 4 people that have been working for probably over 2 years planning this event. Our mission is twofold. One is to reach out to the community and encourage various segments of the community to put on their own events, their own activities.
And let's talk about that. I really enjoy that element. But give me more.
Yeah. Well, if they decide they want to do that, we have a participation application for that. And if the event, there's only a couple of requirements. If the event relates some way to the Culver City and its uniqueness, and if the event is open to the public, we will provide that organization with the use of our logo, so that they will be able to use that to market, and we'll do whatever we can to facilitate it. We have a website that will depict the events.
CulverCity100.org.
Yes, thank you. Right. So in our second function is as a nonprofit to put on our own events. And that brings me to the opening event of our committee, which is September the 24th. It's going to be a threefold opening day with a parade that will start at our Veterans Park, a formal ceremony that will follow the parade in front of our Culver Hotel, and a downtown 100-year celebration block party that's going to feature music, artists, a taste of Culver City, all on the same day.
Can we digress for a second? Tell me about that Culver Hotel. It's got some historic significance. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah. It is probably one of the most historic buildings in our city. There have been books about the people who have stayed there, from John Wayne to the Munchkins who were in in The Wizard of
Be
Oz.
specific about the Munchkins. I mean, the story is infamous.
Well, they had a lot of fun.
They had a lot of fun,
and
yeah.
they left the hotel in somewhat disarray.
Somewhat, well stated.
But I wasn't there.
I'm sure you weren't.
So I can't
it's
give
all
you
hearsay. It's all hearsay. But it really is, it's a slice of history. I mean, The Wizard of Oz is epic.
Yeah.
And it's a slice of history, and I love that story.
Our history began with Harry Culver creating a city halfway between Los Angeles and Venice, and encouraging the movie industry to come in and participate.
And folks may not realize, if you go up Motor Avenue, on one end is Fox, on the other end is Sony.
Yeah.
That was intentional.
And that's a great trivia question that you can ask. What two studios border?
It's true. It's true. Okay, but then on October 1st, your friends at Sony, which is an integral part of your city, are hosting, I guess you could say, what?
Sony Pictures Entertainment is a title sponsor and hosting our gala, which will be a fabulous celebration with a buffet by Wolfgang Puck.
Nice.
Dancing, music, wine, souvenir glasses. We're going to provide souvenir glasses. We're going to provide photo souvenirs for people. It's a party where we are encouraging mingling and dancing, and that's what it's all about.
So
we're going to have our entertainment will basically be a interview with our historian Julie Lugo-Serra, and background on giant screens, archive pictures of early Culver City. That will be the.
How can we attend the 24th event, the first event?
We are selling tickets at $125 each, and
for both. For the Sony event.
For the Sony event.
Okay.
Yes, and we think it's going to be a great opportunity.
Is there an opportunity for us to get involved? I know that these events are coming up quickly, but still, this is a year-long celebration. You have an event coming up, in a year from now, on September 20th of 2017.
Yes.
I have to think that folks may still want to jump on board.
Well, there's many ways, from a sponsorship to individual homeowners who can buy lawn signs to show their support,
That's nice.
Who could put up flags to show their support. There's so many ways of doing it. We're very fortunate that Charter is a platinum level sponsor for us.
It's our pleasure.
And we are very grateful for that.
We won't be here in 100 years. But
speak for yourself.
Speak for myself.
I might be.
You may be here. What do you predict for Culver City for its 200th anniversary?
Well,
have you thought of that?
I'm reminded of that every day, because we started with a red car line, the trolley line that went from Culver City, LA to Venice Beach. And now we're talking about an expo line.
I congratulate you on your years of commitment to Culver City.
Thank you.
And on how this city really has become a crown jewel in the Los Angeles Southland area. So if you want to learn more about the Centennial celebration, go to the website culvercity100.org. He is Paul Jacobs. He's president of the Culver City Centennial Celebration Committee. I'm Brad Pomerantz on Local Edition.